Hi, Glenn Phillips here with Lake Homes Realty and LakeHomes.com. Today I want to talk to you about 4 reasons buyers need a lake expert real estate agent. So let's dig right in. So first off, lake real estate is unlike other property. If you have a real estate agent and they're familiar with what I call primary residential homes, that's great. But lakes have a lot of peculiarities that if you don't do them regularly, you won't know as an agent to bring up points for buyers or sellers. You won't know things in the pricing of the home. It's just important that this is a very specialized product. I think about, like, what if you owned a custom-built Maserati and your best friend's the best Ford dealer, the best Chevy dealer in town. You know, they may can help sell your custom-built Maserati, but the truth is you probably need the expert at custom sports cars who will have both the expertise to price it and to find those buyers. Same thing with lake real estate. It is that specialized. Let me give you an example, which is my second reason why buyers need a lake real estate agent is regulations, both on the water and at the lake. You know, are you allowed what types of motorcraft? Can you have boat motors? Do you need sail only? What restrictions are on the water as well as the land? You know, just because you go and you see a dock that's down on the property, that doesn't mean you can, maybe it's in bad shape. That doesn't mean that you can just tear it down and rebuild it. It may be grandfathered in. It may be something that's not allowed. You may need a dock permit. You may need regulations about what you can and can't put on your property. So this leads us to thinking the water and these odd things. Let's look at reason number 3, which is lake behavior. What do I mean by lake behavior? You know, is it ill-behaved? Probably not. But talking about water levels, they can vary seasonally. They can vary from year to year. That seasonality can differ where they lower the lake extra amount so people can do maintenance every few years. We even have lakes where we have real estate for sale where the water level changes quite a bit during the day, every day, because they're moving water up to pump back down for power generation. So this is something that if you don't know and you're not a regular real estate agent that you live this stuff, you won't know, and you can get somebody a surprise when they're buying that property, or they won't know how to sell and position your home if you're selling it. And so my 4th reason, kind of touched on a minute ago, is zoning and restrictions. And you may, if you're used to buying a home somewhere in a subdivision, you just know, oh, it's zoned for this and here's what we can do and we can't do, and you may expect that at the lake. Well, there are parts of the lake where there are these regulations I mentioned, but there can also be huge parts of the lake that actually don't have zoning and restrictions. Maybe they're on the deed, but people can come in and be very surprised that they've spent a lot of money for lake property, can be very surprised by what's allowed right next to them. Think about these lakes. Some of them are very old. Some on the land lot lines are clearly defined legally, but not overly visible because it was back in a time where people just sort of built their little cabins out at the lake. So a lake expert agent's going to know where these restrictions are, the zoning, and where it's not, which is just about as important, particularly if you're trying to buy this first-time home or you're selling and you need to be sure that you don't get wound up in something that the person who buys your home is displeased after the purchase and decides to pursue you in some manner. All this to say, there are a host of other reasons for a lake expert agent being really valuable where you're buying or selling lake homes. I'd invite you, if you have questions about buying or selling a lake home, visit us at LakeHomes.com. We have hundreds of agents that can help you who know that specific lake, and these rules and regulations and oddities and behaviors all vary from lake to lake. Our agents are lake expert agents, and they'd be glad to help you answer questions. It'll be low pressure, even if you're not quite ready to do anything. We're used to that. Also look at us at LakeHomes.com, where we have tens of thousands of homes for sale, lots for sale, and lots of articles and videos where you can become more familiar with the lake lifestyle and buying and selling lake real estate. Thank you and have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out LakeHomes.com.